George Conway, who is, as I'm sure you're aware, an anti-Trump Republican, lawyer, activist, and founder now of the Anti-Psychopath PAC, referring to Donald Trump, he released an ad and ran it on Fox News. And Trump saw it and posted in response to it clearly. And this is just fantastic. This is why you need to run for this reason only. No. And also, hopefully, you can reach some Fox News viewers. But running ads on Fox News is hilarious when they're anti-Trump, because Trump very likely will see them and gets very unhappy. And George Conway does know how to and enjoy getting under Trump's skin. So we'll look at the ad, we'll look at Trump's response, then we'll look at Conway breaking down his stance that Trump is a psycho.
Donald Trump has never, ever been right in the head.
The late, great Hannibal Lecter.
He's a wonderful man. An enormous, really an enormous. And then they announced there was no buys, no. Take a look at the oranges of the investigation.
Venezuela,
If you have a windmill anywhere near your house, they say the noise causes cancer. I don't know what I said. They have voter ID. They have ID on everything. You buy a loaf of bread, you have ID. The first non-incumbent. The kidney has a very special place in the heart. We appreciate it very much, Tim Apple. Injection inside or almost a cleaning. That an illegal ad.
Learn more at psychopac.org. Anti-Psychopath PAC Inc. is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Okay, so Anti-Psychopath PAC said, here's the ad that's getting in Trump's head. It's running right now in Palm Beach and Bedminster. So they even are picking markets that will trigger Trump the most, which is fantastic. And Trump clearly saw it and is not happy, saying, why is Fox News putting on crazy Kamala Harris rallies? Why do they allow the perverts at the failed and disgraced Lincoln Project to advertise on Fox News? Even Mr. Kellyanne Conway, a man so badly hurt and humiliated by his wife, she must have done some really nasty things to him because he is crazy, is advertising on Fox News. We have to win without Fox. Now, two big points here, and then I'll play you more of George Conway bringing out a poster board to explain the things wrong with Trump whenever he was launching this anti-psychopath pact. Two things. The first is Trump is, as a former president, a presidential candidate, one of the most famous and influential people in the world, is so sensitive to attacks from anyone who can reach him, anyone who can get a message to him. He's so sensitive. And given that he is leading one of the largest, probably the largest cult in American history, it's strange that he is that figure with that power is such a snowflake, especially because he's leading the movement that was obsessed with accusing the other side of being a bunch of liberal, sensitive snowflakes. He just gets his fifis hurt so quickly, so easily, and so badly. So that's number one. The second is, imagine being so in need of complete and total propagandistic loyalty from media outlets that are on your side, that you turn on Fox because their advertising department won't block people from paying them to advertise on their airwaves. Trump wants such loyalty from Fox News and other right-wing outlets that he says they betray him just because they won't refuse money from a potential advertiser on his behalf. That is, yes, weakness, and also just so telling about how he wants the media to act, how much he wants loyalty. Because Fox News otherwise is doing pro-Trump propaganda nonstop. You actually watch their programs, and it's super pro-Trump, especially their nighttime programs. But just because one singular ad was played, he says, now we're going at it without Fox, they hate us. Quick pause from your viewing of this video to request that if you're not already, you would click that subscribe button. Easy, free, but it makes a huge difference. Back to the video. Here's more of George Conway.
These are the DSM-5 criteria for narcissistic personality disorder. I don't go through these. There's a Jimmy Kimmel monologue on our website and our website that goes through these, and it's pretty funny. That's the reason why he spoke for several hours last night. It's because, he's full of himself. But here's the real issue. He is also a sociopath. Okay? And what's a sociopath? This is the DSM definition. A pervasive pattern of disregard and violation of the rights of others, and you have to have 3 or more of the following. This isn't hard. You don't have to be a shrink. Failure to conform to social norms with respect to lawful behaviors. He's a convicted felon. Deceitfulness. How many lies did he tell last night? 30,000 lies on during his administration. Impulsivity. Hey, let's talk about Hannibal Lecter. Let's buy Greenland. Impulsivity. Irritability and aggressiveness, and including assaults. He raped a woman. He's found by a jury to rape a woman. He sexually assaulted many others. Reckless disregard for the safety of the others. Let's say, the January 6th, let the guys through with the magnetometers with the guns. And I can go all the way through it. He's 9 for 9. Well, he's a sick man. Yeah. And that's what we're seeing. And I think he's had an advantage over these last couple of years that people have been seeing him. And now that they're going to see him, they're going to see the guy's a nut job. And we got to get rid of this double standard, and we have to start talking about this, and that's the point of psychopac.org.
So, George Conway, let me put it this way. He'll go where I don't go. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go there. But clearly, I want you all to see him going there because it is interesting, and it is hitting on a lot of really important points. And I understand that some people within MAGA especially, and maybe your independent voters, might be a little uncomfortable with Conway diagnosing Trump from afar, which I'm not doing, okay? Gosh. But we should be concerned about Trump's mental state. Regardless of which term we use, we should be concerned by how unhinged, seemingly unwell he is. But when I make the case to people, don't start there, okay? If you're trying to win someone over to voting for the pro-democracy candidate, don't start with, oh, do you know your guy's a psycho? So you're a psycho too. No, that's not exactly where you want to go. Instead, I'm not saying people are. I'm joking. They're not. Instead, start on the policy, focus on how Trump threatens democracy based on very tangible discussions about actions, behavior, and how that has damaging repercussions. But Trump is not, we'll just put it this way, he doesn't have the character or the mental state to be president. And I'm glad to see that George Conway is pointing that out in George Conway fashion, such that Trump is super triggered by it. It struck a nerve, as we saw on Truth Social. Let me know what you thought of that in the comments. Is it inappropriate to go there, or is it justified? You can tell me in the comments. And if you want to get extra content daily, you can do so by clicking the join button below.